Are the Canucks back? I have no idea, but I hope you're going to be along for the ride with me. Because goddamn, the Vancouver Canucks just swept the Ottawa Senators 3-0 in a series. I really think you just gotta laugh. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say it's just Ottawa, but there's a bigger picture to this. The Canucks going into this series against Ottawa were 2-5-0. And they looked absolutely nothing like the Vancouver Canucks that were a couple of goals away from making it into the third round of the Stanley Cup playoffs last year. While Ottawa was a weak team, we were also a weak team going into the series. We knew going into the series that we needed to either take 2 or 3 games out of this series in order to stay competitive for a playoff spot. And we did it. We got all 6 points that we needed. All games were honestly very dominant by the Canucks. I didn't really feel as excited about these games because it didn't feel as close or as intense as all the other games have felt to me. But it does really feel great knowing at the end of this series that we managed to get all the points that we could. And the even bigger picture, our first line is now looking like a first line, which is exactly what we needed. The first line having no production at the beginning of the season was what was holding us back from being a proper competitive team. Well, that and our defense, to be fair. But we managed to get a lot of our players back, and now we're icing what seems to be an NHL defense. That's about as much as you can call them. But you know what? It got the job done. It looked very shoddy at times during the first 2 games, but I noticed during this third game against Ottawa, the defense held strong. The only real chances that were given up was when we were on the power play and Hughes gave it away and couldn't really catch up, but Holtby made a save on the breakaway at the end of the second period, I believe. And the other one was on Shabbat's goal when he burned Hughes and just scored an absolutely beautiful goal. Positives throughout the series, I would say first line, obviously, managing to get their rhythm back. Hoglander is a goddamn beauty. I love that man so much. I do think he genuinely could be a Calder finalist this year if he keeps this pace up. Definitely. The man is an absolute workhorse. I was thinking back to if Tortorella was still our coach, man, Hoglander would easily be his favorite player. Torch just loves those grindy guys. Pearson scored a funny goal. That was a great goal, actually. Just throw it at Murray's back and then it managed to pop in. So greasy as they come. Ho ho ho. And don't get me started on my boy Brock Besser. You know, I must say, you got a few lucky bounces here and there, you know. I think you just gotta laugh. It was a funny game, you know. They were just kind of hilarious, you know. PD got a few points. PD's been playing well, which has been nice. Still had some not so great giveaways, which I am not too happy about, but I'm sure he'll find his stride in that sense eventually. Ooh, Huggy needs to remember how to skate though. He's been falling a lot. So has PD. Both PD and Huggy have both been falling a lot over the course of the last few seasons. Oh man, that scrum at the end when Gaudetch cross-checked Matthew Tkachuk. No, not Matthew Tkachuk. Brady. The worst one. And then McEwen stepped in and laid some solid punches into Brady. Holy. It was funny to see him trying to chirp Jay Beagle on the bench when his team just got swept by the Vancouver Canucks. I feel for Shabbat. He hasn't really had any help, but he's a stud otherwise. I'm really trying to be careful with my optimism here. I know what happens with Canucks hockey. They get you excited and then all of a sudden they just crush it. Just like nothing ever happened. But, I don't know. The season's weird. Maybe I'll be weird. Maybe I'll be more optimistic than I usually am. I'm trying to think, like, what teams could we realistically beat in the playoffs? I feel like we could take Toronto in the playoffs. Probably not Winnipeg. Edmonton, I would say so. Calgary, yes. Ottawa, obviously. It's just Montreal and Winnipeg that are scaring me right now. Canucks have been historically bad against them, and we just stink against them right now. I do hope the Canucks can win the cup in my lifetime. If they could, that would be amazing. This year, man. I want to be optimistic and say this year could be the year because it's a crazy year. Anything can happen, but I don't know. Montreal is scary. They literally haven't lost a game, like in regulation. They've only lost twice in overtime. We are going to be getting Paul Colson later on in the year. Well, at least that's the plan, but I don't know if that's what's actually going to be happening. God, I really do ramble on these videos. I hope you people who watch enjoy. I know a lot of people have been watching my most recent video, which has been really nice. I really am thankful to see how many people are watching my videos. I do want to go more in depth, but I'm not sure what kind of Canucks content I should create, whether it be reactions to every game or reactions to the series, just rambling on, or whether people want me to go more in depth about each specific game, like kind of like how the hockey guy does it, is kind of have a notepad down, write down aspects of the game to talk about throughout the video. I don't know, really. It's realistically up to you guys what you guys want to watch. I really think I don't have that much else to say about the team this game. They played well against a weaker opponent, which is what you should expect. Obviously, the Canucks should not be discredited for winning against a weaker opponent because weaker opponents come up in the regular season all the time, and it's not like those games are free games either. But yeah, I think that might be it for this video. You who's enjoying this video, if you like the video, please drop a like, and if you liked me, subscribe, and if you want to see more of me and be notified whenever I upload, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I upload and rant about my favorite team again, or ramble on about random positive things, because I'm not sure if I have anything negative to say about them. So basically this instance. Yeah, I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you have an amazing day, or night, depending on whenever you're watching. Goodbye.